All right, hey. I want to do a quick walkthrough. I'm just like trying to wrap my head around the fact that I cannot believe that we are almost in 2023. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm super excited for this, and the opportunity is going to be so explosive in 2023 for those of us who hang in there and just keep pushing towards those goals. It is going to be epic. What I wanted to do, because we've had so many of you, thank you by the way, popping into the DMs, sending us emails, really just kind of like, tell me more about the Sales Academy program. Let me know if this is for me. I would love to peak my sales performance. I definitely want to increase conversions. I want to get better at sales because I want to make more of them, and I want to do it consistently, repeatedly, with more ease, with more confidence. I just want sales to feel awesome, but I also want to make awesome sales, right? And so we have a lot of you guys reaching out like, is this for me? What do I get? What does it look like? Like, what are we doing together? How are we getting me from A to B? What can you give me more information? So what I wanted to do is just create this quick video for you. This is actually behind the scenes of the membership portal. Not that you need to even care about this, but why I wanted to share it is to show you what we'll focus on and what will help you set up and do, and why this is so important to increase in your sales and peak in your performance and generating consistent sales every single week with a lot more ease and more confidence. This is like the things that we're going to help you set up and do are going to create that outcome for you. So I thought, if you're a visual person and you're like, show me behind the scenes and walk me through what specifically are you going to help me do and set up so that I can see how I'm going to get to the results, okay? So that's why we wanted to show you this. Now, if you're the seller in your company, this is what we're going to help you do. If you have a seller, you can plug them into this, and this is what will help them do for you, okay? So the first thing that I want you guys to see back here is we have some pre-work as soon as you join, okay? As soon as you join, we're going to get you plugged into a quick little audio. We're going to have you fill out a new client questionnaire so that I can look at it personally and I can say 100% with certainty, here's the pathway for you. These are the things you and I are going to focus on. You're in a great place. Here's how we're going to make this happen for you. I need to know some stuff about you to make sure that we have a really specific focus for you in the program. And then we have a calendar. You're going to plug in this calendar here. You're going to plug this into your calendar so that everything for the program is plugged in. You don't need to think about it. You don't need to hunt around and look around. We have 2 calls a week, okay? 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, 5 p.m. on Fridays. And actually what I really want you guys to understand is that what we're really doing here is these are so interactive. And actually this is a Thursday, not a Friday, guys. Sorry. We actually changed it. It's Tuesdays at 10 a.m. and then Thursdays at 5 p.m., not Friday. And what we're doing on these calls, guys, it is so high touch, so hands-on. We are co-working. We are doing breakout sessions. I'm not just training and talking on these calls. As I take you through the playbooks and the steps inside each one of these things, we are live coaching, training, creating, mapping out, and implementing together as a group while you're learning. So in most programs, they teach you a lot of stuff, but then they don't show you how do you actually do it though. So they tell you a lot of things, but then they don't show you how to back into the thing. And then you have to go try to figure it out on your own. We don't do that in this program. In this program, on these calls every single week, twice a week, we are doing the work together. So we're doing the how as a group in real time together. So we're saying for you specifically, hey, Jane Doe, great, your goal is this. So you're going to do these 2 things over here. And I would say it this way, right? Like we're doing it together. So these are interactive, co-working style type of training and coaching calls and implementation calls. This is not just me, a bobblehead, talking on the calls and you're sitting there taking in more information, wondering how the hell do I get the result? How do I do it though, Anne? We're doing that together. So let's just squash that right now. That's a huge problem in the industry because nobody's doing that. They're feeding you so much information, but no one's telling you how to actually go do it so you can make it work for you personally. Okay? So that's the beautiful thing. So you'll get all this right away, and you're going to get connected to our private Mighty Network community. We're veering off Facebook a little bit for a multitude of reasons, but we have everybody over in a Mighty Network community, which is phenomenal. Everyone is already getting some coaching every day, Monday through Friday over there. We are sharing some docs with people. They're taking some actions. They're getting some prep work done. All of the beautiful things. It's an amazing, amazing community with over 20 humans in there already, ready to rock and roll and peak their sales performance massively in 2023. So it's a really great group. Now, the first thing is we have a little overview training. So in this curriculum, you're going to get an overview training for each topic. However, we are creating this together live on the calls. Okay, so we're just giving you kind of an overview so you have an understanding and some basics in place. But on the calls, we're doing this together. So the first thing is really looking at your CEO goals and your schedule. So we're going to give you a goals book, workbook where you can download and create your schedule. So like, what is your work day going to look like? What is your time off? What is your schedule? We have you plug in some really specific things that we walk you through in this training, because if you're someone who wants to make a lot of money, you probably think you have to work a lot. You probably think you have to create a lot of content. You have to do a lot of things. Not true. Not true at all. We're going to help you really create a CEO schedule so you become the CEO of your desk. You take back control of your time, and that time that you put in does not negatively impact the results. Okay, we're going to show you how to make that balance. So we're going to help you do that, and then we have you run your profit possibility with our proprietary sheet. This is our proprietary spreadsheet. My husband created this 9 years ago for me, and this is something that we're going to have you plug in some numbers, and this will auto-populate, and it's going to tell you exactly how much profit possibility you have with what you've got right now sitting in front of you based on the numbers we plug into this. So it literally lets us know, where do we need to focus the most? Do we need to focus on the top of the funnel, bringing in more leads because we don't have enough? Do we need to focus on the middle of the funnel because we're not nurturing enough, we're not moving people, we're not building trust enough, we're not having conversations? Or do we need to work on the bottom of the funnel where we have enough people coming in and these people are nurtured, but the conversion and the sales conversations piece is just falling through the cracks? We don't know until we get in and look at numbers. Numbers never lie, and we run everything by science and numbers. So ABC has to equal XYZ. I'm a formula type of person. If you come to me and you say, I want XYZ, but then you're not doing ABC, then that doesn't make sense to me. Right? If we run these numbers, this makes sense to me because the numbers don't lie. They tell me exactly what we need to do, right? So we're going to have you run that right away and share that in the community with us. That also helps me look at your client questionnaire and back you into your goals. Okay, so this is a very personalized program. The next is your sales pipeline machine. We do an overview of that. We have a whole playbook. This playbook is tremendous. You have to download and make a copy. Okay, you don't get to copy mine. You have to download a copy and then you get to edit this. This is a playbook where we are literally walking you through. I think it's like 19 pages. We are walking you through how do we set up a pipeline, a step-by-step process that every single lead is going to go through the moment they join the top of your funnel. And we have different things for Facebook group. If you're not using a Facebook group, we have one for your profile. If you're using your email list, we have a process for everything, guys. And we literally are mapping it out. And you're going to download a copy of this and then you're plugging in your own stuff. We're going to do all of this together in real time on the calls. We have categories for hot, warm, and lead. This is the database you're going to work every single day, right? We have all of this here. Now, we use Group Track, and we have, you could get a 12-day free trial with them, or if you're already using it, fantastic. We're going to show you how to plug this system here. We're going to show you how to plug this right into it and work the tags and work the different stages and the categories, the hot, warm, and cold, and your touch points. We're going to show you how to move the people that are in your audience so you can generate sales. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. Top of the funnel is growing your audience. We teach you how to add 20 leads a day to the top of your funnel. Now, you can add 20 people to your Facebook group, 20 people to your email list, 20 people to Instagram, 20 people to LinkedIn. I don't care how you do it. What I teach works on all the platforms. What you're going to need to do, though, is do the things to go get those 20 people a day. If you're not bringing 20 people a day in right now, you don't have enough sales. You're probably not making enough money because you don't have enough leads consistently coming in to create new sales conversations, which means you're beating the drum of the same people over and over and over and over again, right? Your sales pipeline will definitely run dry. It's not an option in 2023. 20 leads a day to the top of the funnel, no matter what. Either you or someone in your team needs to do that, okay? So we're going to show you how do we do this. We have all these really cool ways that we're doing it, that our clients are doing it. We've been doing it this way forever. They're all really good, authentic, genuine ways. Pick the ones you want. We're going to walk you through and help you create your own process for how do you want to bring 20 leads a day in, and then you plug them in to that top of funnel, to that pipeline, and you walk them through these steps as they come in. So no one sits there and gets cold and stale, okay? So we're going to show you how to do that. Middle of the funnel, this is the juicy stuff. This is the moving the leads through a specific process and add in your tags, right? And then being able to follow touch points. What happens step by step? What's the first step? What's the next step? And then what do we do? And then what do we do? All the way from cold to close, right? And so we have these stages. We have all these different elements. We have statuses. We have categories and touch points, right? The way that you do touch points for a hot lead looks completely different than the way you do it for a cold lead. And we're walking you through. We're going to help you set this up together. You don't need to worry about how to do this. We're going to show you in the program. That's what we're helping you do. And so the middle of the funnel is all about making sure you have a pipeline set up that is runs repeatable. So everything is the same. You're doing the same things every single day, moving the leads through a very step-by-step, like press power on the machine, the gears turn, and boom, 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 this happens. ABC equals XYZ, right? You do ABC, then you'll get XYZ. XYZ being a sale a week into your bank account, okay? So this is what we're aiming for. In order to do that, you can't be flopping around a bunch of platforms and a bunch of social media browsers, hunting down hunting down like a hunter. Where's my next sale? Where's my next sale? You need a system. You need to be strategic and intentional, or you're going to work 8, 10 plus hours a day, and you're going to pull your head up at the end of the day, dying at your desk with no sales. If you want a machine that pumps a sale out a week, there's specific things you need to do. And the whole point of sales is repetition. It's doing the same thing over and over. Yeah, it's boring. No, it's not sexy. And nope, it's not fun at all. It's what makes money. And as soon as you can make more money, you can give this to a seller so you don't have to do it anymore. But the whole point is we got to get it set up. You got to get it set up, and then you got to work it until it spits out a sale a week. Once you have a system and you're like, boom, 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 ABC equals XYZ every time I do it, and you have a step-by-step process repeatedly over and over and over and over again, you know that when you bring a seller in to run this for you, as long as they follow your process, they can do the same thing. ABC will equal XYZ, okay? It's exactly what we did. I ran this sucker myself for many years. You don't need to do years because we're fast tracking you here. I've already done the hard work, but as soon as I plugged a seller in, I was able to say, here's the metrics, these are the KPIs, this is what you're going to do. Do ABC. You don't even need to think about it. I already have it created. Follow it. And when you do, you'll produce this every single week. My seller produces a sale a day. We want to get all of you guys to doing a sale a week. And, and again, in the program, we'll help customize, because maybe the way that you run your offers, you don't need a sale a week. That's okay. We'll figure that out when we get you in the program. But ultimately, a business makes money every day. So you run a business, you should make sales every day. So we need to look at how your offers are structured and what you have available so that you can make a sale every day. Okay? So the middle of the funnel is all the conversations. It's building trust. It's having conversations. It's making sure you're putting the right intentional strategic pieces of content out that get your audience to raise their hand and move. We need them to raise their hand and move. You need people saying, tell me more about your program. I want to know about your program. Hey, how do I sign up for your program? How do I learn more about your program? Yes, send me a DM about your program. Or they DM you about your program. Content needs to create those types of outcomes. Whatever else you're creating, it's pointless. It doesn't make sense if it's not, again, ABC needs to equal XYZ. If I create a piece of content, I want a hand raise. I want someone express an interest. I want a DM sales conversation. I want someone interested in the program, or I'm not doing it. ABC equals XYZ. So this is the stuff we're teaching you here in the middle. This here is our group strategy. If you're using a Facebook group, we're going to show you how we create 1 sale a day from our Facebook group. Okay? If you're not using a Facebook group, you're just going to have to use another strategy. So email or your Facebook profile, the process is the same. Okay? If you're not using a Facebook group, that's okay. Bottom of the funnel, this is sales. Period. End of conversation. This is qualifying and sales conversations. We're going to walk you through our qualification SOP. So you're going to have an SOP that you're going to create for your sales process. You're going to download our 5 framework. You're going to learn the sales call conversion framework. This right here is my client's $1 million maker. My clients that are using this 8-step framework on every one of their sales calls and in their sales conversations are literally closing 100% right now. Okay, they're literally going from 50 to 60%, 70%, all the way to 100%, because they're following this to the T every single time. And in fact, when they don't, they get objections and lose the sale. I've tested this for 8 years now, for almost 9 years in my company, and multi-million-dollar coaching companies, and my clients are using it across various types of niches. I'm going to let you know right now, this is a $1 million maker right here. If you are having sales conversations, especially on the phone, but even in the DMs, this right here will seal the deal. You will, if you run this the way we have it mapped out, it's all human behavior. Okay, it's backed by science, so it works 100%. You just have to work it every time. So we've got some things here. How do you fill your calendar or your DMs? We have 22 specific ways to get people in your DMs or on calls with you so you can run them through this process and close your sales. We have a client onboarding SOP, so making sure we aren't just getting clients, but we're keeping clients. So what happens once we bring them on? We have some triage. So for those of you doing what we call discovery calls, maybe you can do some triage calls that then lead and push people into a sales conversation with you. And then we have my objection prevention method. If you follow me, I don't believe in objections. They are not normal. They're just common. Objections are created. Objections are created when the person selling is using certain things or saying certain things that are creating an objection, right? If I'm going to go to the grocery store today, I have every intention of buying food. Otherwise, why am I there? I don't just go to the grocery store to walk around the grocery store, right? I'm going to the grocery store because I want to buy food. If I walk in the grocery store and I get chased down by one of the workers there and they're hounding me and harassing me, I'm probably going to leave without buying, right? If I can just go and have a good experience, I'm going to buy what I came for. The problem is that you do and say things inside of your messaging and inside of your sales conversations that create sales resistance, that erode trust, and create objections. Objections are created. They're also reversible. Okay? And you can prevent 90% of objections to begin with from ever happening, period. But you have to know how to do this. And it's human behavior language, guys. Unless your background is human behavior, you don't know anything about this. But this is my 20 years of education. This is what I do. Everything I do is about human behavior. And so unless that's your background, you probably don't even know what I'm talking about or what this would look like. And so chances are you're using these outdated, ineffective, disgusting strategies that everybody else is teaching, these nasty sales tactics, and you're getting objections. I got to think about it. Maybe next month, maybe next year. Would love to, but I don't have the money. Got to talk to the spouse. My roof caved in this morning, so I can't. Blah, 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 blah. The whole gamut, right? You've heard it all. You've heard it all. My dog died. This happened. I'm just so tired. I'm just so busy. You know, the holidays are here, so I can't operate things right now. Like, oh my God, the excuses. That shit's created. It can also be prevented, okay? So we have an objection method. So how do we prevent 90% of objections to begin with? And then we have a reversal for the other 10% that's going to happen no matter how awesome you run my system. About 10% is going to happen. You can reverse 3 to 5% of that 10. So that's amazing. Nobody in the industry is doing this except me. I don't know anybody teaching anything like this. It works amazing. Okay, and then we have a section for creating that specific intentional content that we talked about that is getting the hand raisers, and it's also pulling in your champion clients. We're calling them out of the weeds. We're getting them to show up, right? Show themselves, lean in, raise your hand, get in the DMs with me, let's talk. We're creating content that's doing that, and it's also building trust with other people that aren't quite there yet. So your content needs to be doing 90% of activation and selling for you, getting people to the point of like, let's have that conversation, okay? Otherwise, you're just creating a bunch of content that's not doing anything for you. There's no ROI from it. So we have a live call structure. If you do a weekly live show, this is how we've used this structure for about probably 5 or 6 years now. It works. We're going to use that. We also have over a 20-page DM domination swipe guide. It is like our swipe copy for things that we say inside like every DM conversation you can think about. And in the program, we will continue to add and update to it. So you'll have an amazing, like kind of swipe file. It's not a script, but it is example swipe copy where you can get some ideas so you're not having to spend so much time thinking. We can help you do that. We have best content types. We have so many good things. And then everything else is live in the program. So this is what we're taking you through. We have a whole pre-work section on human behavior and pricing and some basic sales math and objection mindset. This is a sales training program. This is not a business coaching. We're not helping you build your coaching business or your service-based business. We are helping you make money. We are teaching you sales skills that nobody else on the planet is teaching. We're teaching you how to sell. This is a skill you can take into any niche, any corporate career, any online career. Once you learn these skills, you have them for life. Nobody can take them away. Okay, and so we're going to be teaching you all of that inside of here, the human behavior side of it, the sales. I'm going to tell you right now, in 2023, people are buying way differently. If you don't learn how to build these types of relationships and this trust, and you don't learn this human behavior language, the way to speak to people that works with the buy-in brain, not against it, that lowers resistance, it eliminates objections, it creates curiosity of them wanting to know about your program. If you don't do that, you're going to continue to erode trust. You're going to continue to say what everybody else is saying that's not working. You're going to get objections. It's going to take you forever to convert a sale. This isn't going to help you speed up your sales growth, right? If you want to make more money in your business in 2023, if you want to learn how to become truly a master at selling, and you want to do it with complete authenticity and integrity, and you want it to feel good, you want it to be consistent, you want it to feel so easy. If you talk to my clients, they're going to tell you it's just amazing how sales feels so good now. It feels so much different, right? Because they're learning the skill. You don't need another strategy. You need to learn sales skills. You need to learn how to effectively communicate. You need to learn how to move. How do you move a lead? How do you get a lead to do what you want it to do without telling it to do it? How do you do that? That comes with energy, and it comes with a system, okay? It comes with skill. And these are the things we're teaching you in the program. Nobody else on the planet is teaching this. Nobody's teaching this. So this is something like, unless you want to spend 2023 investing in more courses and funnels and programs and technology, and you want to spend all of 2023 learning more shit, then if that's not what you want, and what you want to do is, instead of learning more stuff, you want to make more money, this is the program to get in. We close registration next week. So it's actually going to be Christmas holiday here in the States. But next week, we're closing registration, and we're not opening it again till way later in 2023. So again, by the time we get to like the first quarter of 2023, we can already have you making way more money than you're making now by yourself. So again, I think that you just got to think about what is it worth, right? Do you want to come in and learn these skills, and by the second the second month in January, or by the end of the first quarter in January, you're already making more money. You're already building skills that you didn't have. You're already setting up systems you don't have now. That's literally giving you back time every week. Do you want to be doing that? Or do you want to go into January trying to think about how you're going to get sales this year? Or think about what you need to do differently? Or try another strategy and spend 3 months learning that? Like, this is totally up to you. You're in charge of the speed of your growth and the speed of your success, right? You could spend 5 years learning stuff, testing, guessing, and trying to figure it out. And in 5 years, you could be making millions of dollars. It doesn't make sense to try to waste time and energy figuring something out that somebody else has already figured out, right? We can speed your success up if you're all in. As long as you show up and you use the coaching and you do what we teach you, there's zero reason that you can't be hitting and exceeding all of your sales goals within the first quarter of 2023. Zero reason. Okay? So I just wanted to walk you guys through this. I hope that this gives you a really good idea of what we're doing and what we're not doing in this program. If you have questions, you need to reach out to me on DM or via email, because literally we're closing registration next week. If you don't sign up for that by the end of next week, you're not getting in this program until almost the fall of 2023. And between now and then, you could be making way more money and getting these systems in place and learning how to talk to people in 2023 in the way that they need you to be talking to them for them to buy from you and not your competitor. Okay. So there's a lot that we can get you going and doing that's just going to take you forever by yourself. Right. Okay. So if you have questions, if you want in on this program, if you would like to join the program, we'll put links below on how you can sign up. We'll give you the sales page. You can go sign up right there. If you have questions, you should probably reach out to me right away, because we need to talk about it. I need to make sure you're a good fit. I need to answer your questions, and you need to make a decision, right? Because the clock is ticking. We have 1 week left of this year, and then this is done. We're going to close it up so we can go serve the 20 plus people that said yes and jumped in and are ready to make thousands and millions of dollars in 2023, and all of our attention is going to them. We would love for you to be one of those people. So if you've been sitting and thinking about this, if you've been on the fence, if you're kind of like a, back and forth, just reach out to us. Let's have the conversation. Let's make a decision. Right. And you have to the end of next week, and then it's closed up. Nobody's teaching anything like this. So, if this speaks to you, I would act now and probably not really sit and think about it, but let's do it. So I hope to see you in my DMs or via my email. We'll chat soon, guys. And hey, have a fantastic holiday if you guys are celebrating the Christmas and New Year holiday. And I hope you come back fully supported for 2023 and enter January with your goals already in the works. Get yourself some support, get yourself centered, get yourself taken care of, make your investments, do your things, make your decisions, enjoy the holiday, and come back in 2023 ready to hit the ground running and actually make your goals.